Hi guys, it's Tana Mojo, and yes, my voice is gone, but that's nothing new. I hope you guys are having a really wonderful morning. I was gonna say morning, but it probably won't be morning when you see this. But it's morning where I am, so I hope you're having a good whatever. I'm just gonna shut up. But it's currently 6:53 a.m. and I've been up for like 25 minutes. And I was gonna film a regular Tana talks, Tana rants about something stupid, Tana tells a fucking irrelevant, annoying story video. But do you ever just kind of wake up with a thought that is very prevalent in your mind? Like you just kind of wake up and no matter what you try to focus on that day or what you try to do or what you try to get going, that thought is like permanently emblazoned on the inner workings of your mind until you talk about it, until you let it out, until you speak about it, until you give it its proper display so that it can disperse and your mind can continue thinking about whatever it wants to think about, you know? And today was one of those days. I woke up with the urgent desire to make a video about something more important than a racist Uber driver or a stalker story or how much I hate peanut butter. I kind of woke up today with the thought to use my voice as something more important. You know what I mean? And I think that that is something I should do more often. I definitely over the last couple months have realized how much impact I have, even though it is small in the sense of the world, it is big in the sense of the lives that I can change and help, you know? And today I woke up with a burning desire to use that for something other than cussing and complaining. And I miss the days when I only would get a couple messages and I could reply to every single one of them and give you guys advice. And it's different now, and obviously that is a blessing, and I thank God for that every single day. But I mean, like, I can't reply to every single one of your messages anymore, and I hate that. I hate that I have to go grocery shop and go to my 9-to-5 job and do other things other than sit at home and reply to you all day. And I hate the feeling of knowing that there are people out there that sent me messages asking for advice and I wasn't able to reply to them, you know? I hate knowing that I can't reply to every single one of you. And I get a lot of messages from girls asking for advice about how to be more confident or how to be happier or how to not be so upset that this boy doesn't like them or their family life is really shitty. How do they fix that? Or they don't have friends right now and they're really upset about that. And I can't reply to every single one of them and it bothers me. And when I say girls, I don't mean that I don't get messages from boys. I just mean that my main demographic, if you will, is girls, you know? And I think that's what I relate to the most because I started watching YouTube when I was like 10 or 11, and those are the years where your mind is the most shaped and where you're gonna learn the most in the next 5 or 6 years, you know, where you really start to become a person and find out who you are. And those years really can affect you positively or negatively, you know? And so that's why I relate most to girls, because at one point I was that girl and I just want to help as many young girls as I can because that's what I was at one point, you know? And not to continue to ramble, but I definitely was the person that in my teenage years I took the hard route for everything. I never really had the big sister figure or the person to give me advice. I always did everything on my own. I always wanted to figure things out by myself, and I think that because of that I definitely lived a harder life than most girls. I definitely learned more, which is a good thing. I definitely think that I'm a wiser person now because of it, but I also think that every hard, long road that I could take, whether it have been with boys or friendship or drama or family or whatever, I took it. I learned everything the hard way. I was a tough fucking cookie, or at least I thought I was, you know? And anyways, I want to be able to be that big sister figure to other girls or young people so that maybe they can not take the hardest road like I did. I just want to help some people, you know what I mean? So yeah, if I help one person from today's video, that would make me very, very happy. And if you like my normal, funny, not long, rambly, raw videos, feel free to go watch those. I'll have another one up in 2 or 3 days from now. But yeah, so today's video, I know that was a very long intro, but today's video is going to be about self-worth and placing your happiness in the right way. Placing your happiness in the right place, if you will. Because I think that that is a very big key to happiness and living the happiest life possible. I don't really know where to begin, to be honest. I guess the first thing I should say is that the thing in life that you place the most of your happiness in should always be yourself. Because that is the only thing in your life, for most anyways, that isn't going to be temporary, that isn't going to leave. You can never break your own heart. You're always going to have your own back, you know. And in life, when you place your happiness in boys and friends and school and where you live and even family, sometimes, as hard as that may be to hear, you can get your heart broken. People always ask me how I'm so confident and how I'm so happy all the time and how I deal with the hate and stuff like that. And that is because I truthfully place my own happiness completely within myself. And I don't mean that in a self-centered way. I mean, I don't need anything to complete my own happiness, if that makes sense. And I think that everyone should live that way, to where if you are happy completely with yourself and your own being and your own life and yourself, your heart, your soul, your core, your mind, if you're happy with that, anything else that comes along is going to be a happy surprise and blessing, not the source of your happiness, if that makes sense. So if you're already completely happy with yourself and you meet a wonderful guy, he's going to make you happier on top of that self-happiness. But if he leaves, you don't have to come crashing down because you're already happy with who you are. Does that make sense? Or if you're really good friends with people and you have great friends, but those friends leave, you're still very happy with yourself and you can make it on your own until new and better friends come along. Or family, if your family ends up being shitty and you don't have the best family life and you may come from an abusive home or a crazy home or a home where there is no family, that's okay because you're happy with yourself. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I may ask that a lot in this video because I feel like everything is so crystal up here, but it's not as crystal as it comes out, you know? Anywho, that is the biggest lesson I have learned in life, is that you need to be happy with yourself before you can be additionally happy with anything else. Because if you try to place your happiness in anything else before you have it within yourself, if those temporary things that you tried to place it in leave, you're gonna be at rock bottom, you know? So to anyone hurting over a boyfriend or hurting over your friends or hurting over family or a test grade or whatever, take a step back and realize that those things are temporary, and new and better versions of those things that you were meant for will come in your life. And in the meantime, you have to have that residual effervescent happiness within yourself in order for those things to come along. And another lesson that I've learned in life is that every single thing happens for a reason. And I did touch on this in my Staying Positive video that I posted a very long time ago. But everything in your life that happens, good and bad, is a part of a path, is a part of a greater plan. Whether that be a religious one that you may have with a higher power or just the plan of life itself. But everyone who leaves for a reason. And every horrible thing that happens to you is meant to teach you a wise, it may be painful, but a lesson. And everything that happens to you in this world is to help you grow as a person and one day help someone else or help yourself or grow and learn or embark on new opportunities. And I can't stress that enough. So when shitty things happen to you, take a step back, realize that they're shitty, but also realize that life goes on and life is going to move without you, whether you go with it or not. So you have to pick yourself up and just keep going, because the more that you keep going down that trail that is life, the closer you are to the next positive endeavor that will make you forget about the last negative one, you know? And again, when your happiness is placed within yourself, those negative things that happen won't feel as negative anymore, because they're all just things happening outside of what really matters, you know, and that is your own self-worth. And I just can't stress that enough, is what really matters in life is being happy with yourself, and everything else will fall truthfully into place. And to take everything negative that happens to you as a learning lesson, because that's what it is. That's truly everything negative that happens to you in life is a learning lesson. Because even the worst, most horrible, fucked up shit that happens to you is a lesson to learn, and you will come out of that as a different person, as someone who has grown more. And if anything, that should make you happy. And I know that you're like, bitch, what? Happy? Something bad just happened to me. But you should be happy that as soon as the grieving period of whatever that bad thing may be is over, you will be a stronger person. And I also think that negative things should always inspire you to help others, and that will make the world a better place, you know? And all it takes to make the world a better place is one person, because if every single one of us wanted to make the world a better place, it would be, you know what I mean? So that is what I try to do. That is something that I try to teach others, if you will. And that's just to let those things help you inspire others. That's kind of why I make these crazy ass videos, because all of the stupid shit that happened to me, I try to teach other people how to not have stupid shit happen to them, you know? I try to be there for those who are going through things that are similar than the things I went through. And even if I didn't go through similar things, just to be positive and tell them the things that I'm telling you guys right now, you know? You have to let negative things inspire you to be more positive, because those negative things that happen to you in life are either going to make or break you. And it is so much better if they make you, because you will go so much further. You will succeed so much harder. And the only advice I have to anyone that's ever hurt you is not to seek revenge. It is to forgive them. Because if you hold that hate in your heart and you hold that negativity for whatever someone else did to you, you're just going to be more bitter. You're just going to be more unhappy. They're going to go on with their lives. And the best form of revenge to whatever that person may have done is success. It is pure happiness. And in a way that isn't even a form of revenge. They will just see you and be like, damn. And you will be like, not giving a shit. You know what I mean? That, I think, is another place that confidence derives from, is, again, all back to happiness within yourself. You can't let the words of others or the negative things of others and negative things that people have done to you hurt you or knock you down or make your self-worth low. You have to let that shit bounce off of you. What is that phrase that everyone and their mother used to say when you were in like 3rd grade? It's like rubber and glue. It bounces off me and it sticks to you. I don't even know. It's something like that. I'm cheesy. I'm lame. Subscribe for more videos. But really though, you can't let the things that people say or do to you hurt you, because that's exactly what they want. Every comment that calls me a blonde, bimbo, slutty, dumb, annoying, obnoxious whore wants to make me stop making videos and seeing me find success and happiness. Those people want to see you be torn down, and when you show them that you can't be, they're gonna get discouraged and walk away. So to anyone being bullied, it's wrong, and I'm sorry. And one day you will be a wiser person because of it, but that doesn't take away from how shitty it is right now. But I love you. Coming from that, you've got to show those people that they can't hurt you. And even if it does hurt right now, fake it until you make it, because when you do show them that their words don't mean anything to you, those words become powerless, because someone can only hurt you if you give them the power to hurt you. And if you take away that power, they're now powerless, and you have all the power. You just controlled what their words did to you, and that was nothing. And that's the biggest fuck you in the world. It's not retaliating back. It's not seeking revenge. It's not pity partying. It is literally saying, I don't give a shit and you can't hurt me. And I just try to help people understand that every day, because it is a hard thing to do, because words do hurt. We're only human. They're only meant to hurt, but it gets easier over time when you learn that if you don't let it hurt you and you don't give them that power, it can't. So yeah, that was just 1%, one little touch of some of the things I wanted to say today. But I just kind of woke up with those things resting on my mind. I just wanted to kind of spread a little bit of positivity and pick up anyone who's feeling down. Show you guys maybe a couple little of my tricks on how to be more confident. Let you guys know that you're loved. Let you guys know that the best place to place your happiness is within yourself, because you can never go wrong and you can't hurt yourself. and you won't feel that feeling of emptiness if that's where your happiness is placed. So to any of you struggling with that right now, that is the first step. If you're feeling lost and you don't know where to make that first step, where to begin on your journey to happiness, there's where it is. Self-worth, self-happiness, and loving yourself. I really hope that with this video I helped at least one person. I love you guys so much. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. I put out several new videos every week. Follow me on all my social media so you can keep up with me in the meantime of me not posting videos, you know, in between them. I can't do outros. What the fuck? But yeah, I will talk to you guys in the next video, and I love you so fucking much. And I'm so thankful for each and every one of you and everyone who tuned in to watch this. So yeah, I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.